Guyana government challenges the legality of the no-confidence motion it lost. And in sport, Windward Islands Volcanoes brush aside Jamaica Scorpions to win their regional first-class contest. I'm Ricardo Robertson. This is Caribbean in 10 for Tuesday, January 8, 2019. I'll be back with the details after the break. The Guyana government yesterday filed a motion in the High Court challenging the legality of the opposition motion of no confidence in the David Granger administration. This is the second challenge to the motion. One was filed by Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Basil Williams. The court is being asked to determine whether the Speaker's ruling that the motion carried last month by a vote of a majority of all the elected members of the National Assembly is unlawful, null and void, being contrary to Article 106 of the Constitution. Now, the coalition, a partnership for national unity government, suffered a major blow after backbencher Chandras Prasad voted in support of the no-confidence motion that was tabled by opposition leader Bharat Jagdeo. Now, since then, Jagdeo has called on the government to honor the vote and hold fresh elections by March this year, in keeping with the Guyana Constitution. But in court documents released by the Attorney General's chambers, the government is asking the High Court to determine whether the motion passed 33 votes to 32 was validly passed with the requisite majority. The court is also being asked to determine whether the requisite majority of all the elected members of the National Assembly should be 34. The government is further asking the High Court to determine whether the President and the entire government can remain in office as a majority vote was not duly carried in accordance with Article 106(6) of the Constitution. No date has been set yet for the hearing. Caribbean American legislators in the United States are supporting legal action aimed at blocking the termination of temporary protected status, TPS, for more than 50,000 Haitian immigrants and their families. The case started in the U.S. federal court in New York yesterday. It is the first trial to challenge what petitioners say is the Donald Trump administration's unlawful termination of TPS and the administration's record of racial hostility against immigrants, particularly Haitians. Now, Trump announced plans to end TPS for Haitian immigrants last year, but plaintiffs in the suit argue that his decision was unlawful and unconstitutional and was motivated by the president's public racial animus towards Haitians and other immigrants of color. Now, Congresswoman Yvette Clarke, the daughter of Jamaican immigrants, told CMC that the president has put more than 50,000 Haitians seeking refuge in the U.S. in imminent danger. Meanwhile, authorities in the Bahamas have issued a stern warning to Haitian migrants seeking to enter the country illegally. So far this year, the Defense Force and Department of Immigration have apprehended 304 illegal migrants in 4 interception exercises. Now, in the most recent exercise, 108 Haitian nationals were being held between New Providence and Exuma. Now, Chief Immigration Officer Harold Thurston says illegals and nationals who harbor them will be dealt with.
Well, I hope this doesn't happen too often, even though we know it will. But we will be here. We will do what is necessary. The government has given us a mandate that we need to carry out, and we're going to do it to the best of our ability. We want the Haitian community to know that this is a land of laws and regulations, and if they're going to come, they have to come the right way. Anytime they come the way they came in boatloads, we're going to apprehend them. We're going to do our best to apprehend them. And persons who hire illegal immigrants, we're going to be coming after you as well.
Small farmers in Jamaica will soon begin benefiting from the island's marijuana industry. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the Alternative Development Program, which will provide an avenue for small farmers, will start by March. The pilot will involve the farming of marijuana to provide raw material for processors. The program is intended to prevent and eliminate the illicit cultivation of marijuana and channel the process through legal system. Now, it stipulates the tagging of the plants under a track and trace mechanism, sale of products through licensed processors, farmers' alignment to community-based associations or organizations accommodating special groups such as the Maroons and Rastafarians, and maximum cultivation per farmer of half an acre. Now, stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next.
In this case, certainly centers around a theme of anti-Semitism. You know, it's hard to believe in this country that there are still people running around hating people because they're Jewish or because they're black or whatever is their protected status. But in this particular case, you know, the County Madeira is certainly off the beaten path of major metropolis cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco.
Now you want to add your green seasoning and just a little bit more water, and I'm gonna cover it again. So before I put the cover on it this last time, I lowered the heat to medium because I didn't want it to stick. So it's starting to cook nicely now. I think the rice is cooked actually.
Captain Kirk Edwards struck a responsible half-century, and rookie Kaveem Hudge added another as Windward Island's Volcanoes produced an admirable run chase to easily brush aside Jamaica Scorpions by 5 wickets on the final day of their day-night regional first-class contest yesterday. Resuming from their overnight 176 for 4 in search of 287 for victory at Sabina Park, Volcanoes hardly put a foot wrong as they marched to their target for the loss of just 1 more wicket to post their second win of the tournament. Edwards, the former West Indies Test vice-captain, converted his overnight 35 not out onto a top score of 76, while Kaveem Hudge, unbeaten on 15 at the start, saw Volcanoes home with an unbeaten 59. It was their 99-run 5th wicket stand which snuffed the life out of the Scorpions' attack and erased any doubt about the result. Edwards faced 192 deliveries and counted 6 fours and a 6, while Hudge struck 6 fours in his 119 ball stay at the crease. West Indies fast bowler O'Shane Thomas eventually claimed Edwards, but Alec Athenes arrived to carve out a polished unbeaten 23 of 35 balls with 4 fours in an unbeaten 33 6th wicket stand with Hudge. Meanwhile, 4-time reigning champions Guyana Jaguars held their nerve to beat star-studded Barbados Pride by 6 wickets on a dramatic final day yesterday and extend their lead at the top of the regional 4-day standings. Now set a meager 45 for victory at Kensington Oval following Pride's sudden collapse in the final session for 232 in the second innings of the 3rd round contest. Jaguar made a meal of an uncomplicated run chase of 21 for 4. That's Caribbean Intel. Good afternoon.